Good afternoon. I will call to order the meeting of the Greenwood Stormwater Board, Wednesday, November 9 at 4 p.m. We have roll call, please.
David Payne.
Here.
Tim McLaughlin.
Here.
Forrest Sutton.
Here. All right, I will accept a motion for approval of our minutes from our last meeting of October 12th.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Is there any discussion about those minutes? All right, all in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So those being approved. All right, old business.
First item we got, actually it'd be under new business, is public education outreach support from Hirons, advertising public relations. So Hirons, obviously, we continue to work with them on the website and our newsletter, and we just want to continue this arrangement with them. And amount not to exceed $18,000, terms, conditions, to be outlined by the legal department and authorize the stormwater superintendent to sign the board's behalf.
And that is for year 2023.
That's correct.
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
All right. Any other discussion, questions?
No, sir.
Is it the same rate if we've been paying in the past?
That's right.
All right, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Approved. All right, Chris.
All right, so the next item on the agenda is a change order with the Honey Creek Bridge project. If you can see on the screen, there is a swale adjacent to our Honey Creek Bridge project that comes out of the Cobblestone subdivision. This swale drains also another commercial site up, I'd say upstream, or to the west and the north of the site. Currently, that swale, and we've talked about this before, as you can see, it is full of cattails. There on the left is a current aerial. This street view is from about 2 years ago. The residents have asked us for assistance over the last 2 or 3 years, and we've put them off, said, hey, this is your property, but once we get the Honey Creek Bridge underway, if there's opportunity to assist in this, we'd like to. And so what we did find, we're researching this a little bit further, there were some rock check dams that were inadvertently left in this swale from the construction time. So the water's never flowed through there. And so that's what's aggravated this issue. So we've asked our contractors out on site to give us a price to regrade that swale, install an under drain, and remove those rock check dams. The first price quote that they gave us was projected it was around $45,000. We went back to the contractor. We removed a few items. We removed the under drain because we anticipate that there's plenty of fall, and once we remove the cattails and the rock check dams, that the area will flow much better. So there's follow-up price quote was for $22,204.00. So right now, I'm not asking for an exact dollar amount or change order because we're still working with that contractor to see how much topsoil is needed for this area. So if I could request a motion to get conditional approval of a change order in the amount not to exceed $24,000.00 for this work. Terms and conditions to be outlined by the legal department and approved by the stormwater superintendent.
And you would sign it.
And I would sign it. I'm sorry.
And so the amount was
Not to exceed $24,000.
24. The rest of it was 22.
Yeah, their estimate was $22,000.
Okay, so you want to let the leeway. All right, is there a motion? Or, okay,
Second.
any questions about this?
No, sir.
All right, all in favor of approval of the motion, say aye.
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 That's with Morphe.
That's correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure that's clear in the record. That's a change order with Morphe for that project.
All right.
Okay. Well, I've got you up here. There's another screenshot of what that area looks like right now. Some of the construction. This is the pathway on the north side of the bridge on the northwest side of the bridge. This is another shot. Shot on the left is looking south of the bridge. So you can see how the area is changing, and it's greatly improving. So this completion hopefully by the end of the year. So I've got one other thing. I'm not asking for a motion. I just want to make the board aware. We have several subdivisions throughout the city that were constructed before we had regulations, ordinances on retention and water quality. The one I have on the screen is Twin Elms subdivision. This is, the roads are drained off the road about 20 feet with a concrete pipe. The city out of the storm system maintains. Then it discharges into an open swale. Open swale turns and then goes through the various backyards. So, for this particular area we're talking about, as you can see, the red lines are the storm sewers that we maintain. But as you can see, this goes through, backyards of all these homes. So there's about 30 homes that have, rear yard swales that don't drain very well. Over the years, wildcat pipes, which are, independent of the city, have not been designed by the city or approved, but they've been put into these backyards. They've not been maintained by the city, and there's obviously been some subsequent obstructions with yard barns and/or fences. I'm just bringing to the board's attention because we know that there's a group of, we anticipate there's a group of homeowners that are eager to look for a solution. So I anticipate in the near future, I'll bring something to the board and the residents will come as well for assistance in this area. Once again, I have no action for that. I just want to bring it to the board's attention. And that's the matter of business.
Just a curious question. Is there, this is totally off the cuff, but a long-term solution to this to avoid this in the future, like if we're building new subdivisions or something and not having these swales, or is that just the standard?
It is just the standard, but our new stormwater ordinance, it requires that these rear yard swales that convey stormwater will have an underdrain. And as you can see, there's however many houses here, maybe 100 houses, and there's no rear yard inlets. The new stormwater technical manual requires so far of a run of rear yard, there's an inlet, something to convey that or
All right. Hey, audience, this is the time for anybody in the audience who wants to address the board. Anybody on Zoom? Hearing none, we'll move on. Reports, council.
All we have is the formal introduction of our new Assistant City Attorney, Joseph Saylor, who is in the front row there. Welcome him. We're excited to have him on staff, and you may see him at the meetings from time to time.
Very nice to meet you.
Thanks, Scott. All right, engineer, anything?
Nothing.
Okay, thanks. Controller?
You may recall sometime back, I sent out an email with a link to the budget for 2023. I'd like to take the chance to answer any questions you may have, and then ask for the board to approve budget as presented.
Well, typically, we do a resolution approving the budget and we attach that budget form, that state budget form to it.
Well,
And
we don't
have them do that.
a state budget form for the utilities.
Yeah.
We don't put
Well,
it
we
in the
usually
state.
always filled one in and printed one out. Yeah, and we always had it like as an exhibit. We always did it by resolution, so there was a formal record.
Okay.
I mean, would you, do you
So-
want an exhibit with showing the,
We've got
Yeah.
printouts and everything.
yeah, if you can get us a printout, what I will suggest I do is a resolution for adoption at the December meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, that will be before the end of the year, and we should be good.
All right.
Does that work?
With that, yep.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Category billing. Chris, you're up again.
All right. We'll just start our last month's numbers. We did 55.54 tons of debris for street sweeping, the cost of $2,337.05. 4.3 tons of debris, $555 for miscellaneous jetting. 1.27 inches precipitation, average temperature of 54.5, 140 work orders initiated, 126 completed, 23 requests initiated, 28 completed, 2,257 locates, 14 ESC permits issued, 120 ESC inspections, 34 hotspots cleared, 13 right-of-way inspections. The jetting we did was working with the street department and doing catch basins. And our education outreach was quarterly newsletter. And this month, we're gonna have the retirement of our locators, right-of-way locators, ferrets.
All right, mayor's office. Okay, anything from the commissioners?
No, sir. No.
All right. Is there a motion for approval of claim documents?
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Any discussion?
No, sir. No.
All right, all in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, any other business that needs to come before the board? All right, hearing none, we will be adjourned at 4:12. Thank you.